What's up guys, and welcome back to a new Tom Gaming video, where today I just want to talk about Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, which is just released and it is amazing. I don't want to miss any time, so let's get straight into the video. I just want to talk about Yarnaby, because Yarnaby, I think he had such a cool design. I really like how the doctor put us in like a room with Yarnaby, like with that like glass, so he couldn't really get to us. And then that's where like the whole chase scene started. But I thought he had such a cool design. I like how his like head could open. I liked his mane, and I like a lot of stuff about Yarnaby. But very sadly, he did die. I don't want him to die. I thought he was so cool. But yeah, if you didn't know, we like when we were running away, right, we like grabbed something. I don't know what it was. I can't remember. Like we ziplined, like we grabbed something like swung across. But then when Yarnaby jumped, he like got stuck on it and then got set on fire, and that's when Yarnaby died. But I think Yarnaby was so cool. I loved his design, but he had to be my second favourite character, because my favourite character was Dowie. And let's just go talk about Dowie right now. Dowie, I really like Dowie because of his design, because I liked how like when he was talking to us, sometimes he would take his little hat off. I really like Dowie, but then we blew up somewhere and killed some of his friends, and that's when Dowie turned against us and turned into that monster thing. Don't even know what that was. It was very creepy though. And then he started chasing us, and then we had to kill Dowie. Sadly, Dowie was so cool. I think you can't not like Dowie before. Like if you, as soon as you saw him, you can't be like, oh, I don't like him, because he did save us from that Pianosaurus guy, because we fell into his cage and he was gonna get us. But then Dowie stopped him. I'm not saying that bit was bad, but you know how like in the trailer, like all the door dropped and then he turned into Dowie? That would have been cooler, like if he was just about to get us, but then like, the door dropped and his like dropped right on his head and then like on the floor, and like loads of jaws started falling, and then it turned into Dowie, and that's when he got Pianosaurus. That would have been maybe cooler. But I don't know. I can't put it against Mob Entertainment. That was incredible. I really like Dowie. And anyway, let's move on. I just want to talk about Poppy, because Poppy, we know that she ran away because she was trying to call Ollie. And because if you don't know, Ollie was helping us. She was calling Ollie, wasn't picking up, and then Ollie called her. But then we found out that Ollie is actually the prototype. Yes, Ollie is the prototype, which is just like insane, because loads of people thought it was, which I'm not going to put against them. It's pretty obvious. No, someone you've never seen before, Ollie, and the prototype who you've only seen a hand of. Like, come on, that's got to be suspicious. But yeah, that news kind of blew my mind, because loads of people thought, like 99% of people I asked would say they think he's a prototype. But I don't know, it just was really strange when I found out. Right, and finally, I just want to talk about this ending. The ending. Oh my god, it blew my mind. Huggy Wuggy is back for round 2. Firstly, in the first chapter, obviously, we like knocked him off the bridge, and we all thought he died. But some people didn't, and some people thought it might be back in chapter 2. He wasn't. Some people thought it might be back in chapter 3. He wasn't. People thought it would be back in chapter 4. They were kind of right. But I bet when they were playing through, like, where's Huggy Wuggy? I thought Huggy Wuggy's going to be this chapter. But then, they were like, right at the end, I bet, because I was like this, I was like, oh, Huggy Wuggy in the chapter. And then I just saw him running out the glass, and I was like, oh my god, Huggy Wuggy is back. So I was so happy when I saw him. But obviously, if you know, we were listening to a tape, and the tape was saying, if you're reading the tape, we'll send a alert out. Everyone knows where you are. So if I was you, I would run. And then Huggy Wuggy ran and started banging it on the glass. That had my heart racing. But I thought like Huggy was going to get through. But then we found out the chapter ended. Yeah, but let's stop talking about Huggy Wuggy, because I want to talk about the prototype, but not a lot. So the prototype. We found out that Ollie was a prototype. But the prototype, we've only seen his hand, haven't we? And honestly, that chapter with the prototype, I think we've heard more about the prototype, because we heard all the stuff like, he's here, like Ollie was like calling saying, he's here, he's outside, and then Dobby had to go get him, and then Poppy, and then we would see something like, prototype, he's here, and stuff. All that was like so cool, and I think that's like the most we've ever seen of the prototype, because like, first chapter we didn't know he was here. Second chapter, all we know is that after Mummy Longlegs died, the prototype came and took him away. But then chapter 3, we kind of found out kind of more about him. Because that's what Poppy was telling us. And then chapter 4, I'm pretty sure he's the main monster. Am I right? I don't know. But Prototype, I thought he was really cool, and I'm so excited for chapter 5 because I really think, or I'm pretty sure I know that we're gonna be able to see the Prototype's main what he actually looks like. But just before I do, I said in my when I was saying like my theories and ideas, I said that I thought Bron would be in this one, but sadly, Bron wasn't. Maybe that's because Bron might be in chapter 5. I don't know. I do want Bron to be in one, but I think that can wait for hopefully for chapter 5. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And just before I go, if you keep hearing me sniffing, that's because I've got a cold. But I did my best to do this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye.